So it's been 6 months, 7 months maybe now since I made my last video. I've just been doing a lot of exploration and understanding and putting things together from the beginning and to the end. And with the knowledge and education that I got, just being thankful to understand the information now that I receive as I receive it on different levels. So I don't know if you remember, if you go back in my videos, about 6 or 7 months ago, I found a large mass under my right arm, in my right axillary area. It was probably about 5, 6 inches long, 4 or 5 inches wide, and about 3, 4 inches deep. I decided at that point to rub it out. I couldn't get a doctor's appointment for a month. With the information that I learned in college about tumors, I was inclined to just rub it out myself. And at the time, I was luckily doing the Gerson therapy, and so I was detoxing my blood as I was rubbing the tumors out. At this time, I didn't plan it that way. That was just the way that it happened. I had already been doing the Gerson therapy for about 3 to 4 weeks before I had discovered the mass. And once I started to rub it out, I noticed that every time I would feel poisoned and very, very sick, and I would have to do several enemas to realign my body to a point of functionality. After I found that mass, over this last few months, it's been a lot of discoveries. I had the doctor test me for a B12 deficiency, and that came back positive. And then I had used that to get the doctor to refer me to a neurologist. And once I got to the neurologist, I got the neurologist to refer me to a neuromuscular neurologist, which is a subspecialty of neuroscience. In the meantime, in the 7 months that I've been waiting, I don't know if you could tell that or not, that I've been getting better or maintaining. There's no way to actually measure which one is actually occurring. But I have continued to find tumors throughout my body. This last week I got real sick, and I was doing my therapy, which now just consists of water enemas and hot water bathing to decrease what I believe to be nerve pain. And so just doing those things to try to detoxify my blood is what I've been doing on a consistent basis. And then over the past week, last 2 weeks, I had been working a lot and moving around a lot, and so I hadn't been rubbing the tumors out as normally as I usually do. But I had still been doing the enemas twice a week, I believe, twice a week. And gotten real sick at work, had to be taken to the hospital. And I had noticed just a couple of days before that I had some really bad pain in my back, and I had massaged my back and found a tumor growing out of my back. And I massaged that down thinking maybe that was the only one, but after I had gotten from the hospital and I had laid down on the floor and I was having really, really bad back pain, I started massaging up my back and found out that the tumors had grown all the way down my spine. And I had about 75 tumors, of which I've probably rubbed out about 50 at this point. And right now I'm just flushing the poison out. So right now I can't really rub out any more tumors, just basically flushing the tumors out. And got to start back eating my foods that are antitoxin foods to try to start flushing the toxins out of my blood. I still have several tumors in my abdominal area and in my groin area. And as I get the poison out of my body, I rub out more tumors. The thing is that they grow so fast and so quickly that it can get sometimes hard for me to keep up with getting them out as fast as they're growing and keeping my blood clean. So it's been a struggle to stay alive or stay healthy as I'm alive. I went through periods where I couldn't walk and it had gotten really bad. And so I've just been staying faithful to paying attention to the key cues my body is giving me to let me know that I need to do what I now call maintenance. So I do these maintenance. I was doing twice a week, and now I have to do like fasting to try to like flush my body, the toxins out of my body a little faster. So that's basically what's been going on with me. That's the update. It's been a road, but I've been just going through trying to understand what's going on with me as I also wait for the medical system to catch up with what I'm going through. Still have no definite diagnosis after almost 9 years of suffering with my illness. But I'm not at all feeling like they're hopeless. I'm feeling very hopeful about everything. I'm not waiting on the doctors to diagnose me with the disease or invasion. I'm treating my body as I have an invasion right now. So I'm just going to continue to do what I need to do and keep getting confirmation from my body of what steps that I should take next to continue to maintain living a healthy or as healthy as a life as possible. So that's been what's going on with me. A lot of other discoveries, but ultimately, right now I'm just keeping the tumors down and flushing my body out on a consistent basis. So y'all continue to pray for me. If you got any thoughts, if you got any suggestions or advice that you think I should have or know or incorporate into my lifestyle, I've been waiting 7 months and still haven't heard, got no answers from the doctors since I found the mass 7 months. So just imagine what it would be like if I waited on them. So any help I can get, as long as you're not sending me no long pamphlet that I gotta read, no big old book or no self-healing books. It's just something you gotta say it, spread the knowledge. I can kind of understand stuff pretty well. Keep praying for me. I'm blessed. I'm here, and I'm doing what I should be doing with the rest of my time. I love myself. Y'all love yourself. Let's continue to spread love to the world, so we can all live in a better place until our last day.